Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set, hut. 52 blue. Set, hut.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. Set.
On play action, Rattler. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Those two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some space here. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Set. Mega. Black 40.
Here's Rattler. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hut.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 13 yards there on a Washington first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Down. Hut.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Ready.
5-yard line.
Let's go now. Set.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Set, hut. Set, hut.
They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry now. This is Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Prescott. And it is caught. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 76 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
For a Washington.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done.
A beautiful span and room to run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 56 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he is caught by Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go. All right, 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Yeah, bring it.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Yeah! Boy, hey! What do you think?
Prescott now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Cowboys take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Aubrey now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Washington Commanders. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Set, hut. Set, go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. 20, 10, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Here we go. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Blue. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here we go.
Now Rattler. Looking deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. That is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Yeah!
On the counter, here's Williams. He can't get him down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Here we go.
Here's Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now he's loose at the 40.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again. And then, touchdown!
Anthony Schwartz with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. There he goes, left side. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That one down the field for Ferguson. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Here's Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Commanders 27, Cowboys 22.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Ready. 10.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Prescott to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. To throw is Prescott. Rolling to his right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it second down.
We're going to 53.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Yeah, here we go. Like that.
Now they send a man in motion right. Williams will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times, and here's a diving catch right side. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll try and throw for it. Able to get away. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
Commanders 27. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go. Set.
Rattler off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Come on, set. Set.
To the air is Rattler. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
10 black. Set.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Buying time to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Set. Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
Rattler wants to throw it. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Yeah, there we go. I take 20.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Now Prescott going to change the play. Second and 11. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Prescott off play action. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 30. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Escapes the defender. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
52 blue. Set.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as he gets it up past the 35. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. Hut.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Red 38. Ready?
They'll go. Here's Rattler. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go. Warning.
They go with blue between the tackles. And we get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brings up 3rd down.
There you go. Warning.
Now Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Trevon Diggs. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, it's Blue. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Prescott now from the 50. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Prescott from the gun on third. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Down to the 22-yard line. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. Right?
Touchdown! Luke Schoonmaker, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Cowboys 46, Commanders 33.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Black Ultra. Here we go. Set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Rattler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60, trap 60.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Hawk 7. 70, hot 70.
Throwing now is Daniels. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Here's third down and 5.
70,
It's a gain of 5.
Pack the 60,
Brings up
pack the
3rd
60.
and 5.
18.
To throw is Daniels. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air goes Daniels. Dancing to his left. And he takes it in for a Commander's touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 29 yards. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Daniels going to try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Commanders 41.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Well, Prescott here to throw. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 3.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes